Before Demirhan became a villain on your screen, he was already a storm in real history. Not a myth, not a rumor, a real ruler who shook coastlines and kingdoms. Tonight, on Historical TV, we uncover the forgotten story of the man whose mistakes changed the map of Anatolia forever. Early 14th century, the Seljuk Sultanate is dead. Anatolia is fractured. From the ashes rise the Beyliks, Germian, Aydin, Saruhan, and one of the strongest among them, Karesi Beylik. Its lands stretch across Balıkesir, Bergama, and the shores of the Aegean. This is not a small state. This is a maritime power, and its fate rests in the hands of Karasi Bey's sons. The story begins with Karasi Bey. Alongside his father, Kalam, he carved out territory from Byzantium. On the northwestern frontier of Anatolia, Balıkesir becomes his capital. Bergama, his western stronghold. He builds a beylik that controls trade routes, ports, war fleets, coastal raids. By the time of his death around 1328, Karesi is one of the most powerful Turkish states in the region. But power brings ambition, and ambition brings blood. After Karasi's death, his sons divide the realm. Demirhan rules Balıkesir. Yakshi Khan controls Bergama. At first, they rule side by side. But soon, brother turns against brother. Each wants full control. Each builds his own army. Each prepares for betrayal. History repeats itself. Modern historians believe Demirhan was the senior ruler. He minted his own coins. He controlled the main army. He commanded the navy, and he was ambitious. Demirhan did something no Turkish bey had dared. He signed a treaty with Byzantium. In 1328, Byzantine Emperor Andronikos III personally met him at Pegai. Two enemies, shaking hands. Why? Because Demirhan was dangerous. His ships raided the Sea of Marmara, Byzantine coastal towns, even parts of the southern Balkans. Byzantium could not defeat him, so they negotiated. Demirhan was not just a land ruler. He was a naval bey. His fleet terrorized Cyzicus, Marmara coasts, Christian ports. This makes Karesi unique, because later, the Ottomans would inherit this navy, and with it, they would cross into Europe. Demirhan unknowingly trained the future empire. In 1333, the famous traveler Ibn Battuta visited Balıkesir, and his words were brutal. He called Demirhan unworthy, disliked by his own people, a weak ruler. This is shocking because it tells us something important. Demirhan had power, but no loyalty. His people did not respect him, and that is fatal for any ruler. While Demirhan deals with Byzantines, his brother Yakshi plots. The Beylik weakens, armies split, tribes choose sides, cities lose protection. And then, Orhan Bey arrives. The Ottoman ruler sees opportunity. He does not attack blindly. He intervenes in the brothers' conflict. Ottoman forces enter Karesi lands. Yakshi Khan is captured and executed. Demirhan's power collapses. By 1345, Karesi Beylik no longer exists. It becomes Ottoman land. This was not a small conquest. This was the first major Turkish beylik, absorbed by the Ottomans. And the consequences were huge. Ottomans gain ports, inherit naval power, reach the Aegean Sea, prepare for Europe. From this moment on, the Ottomans stop being regional. They become imperial, and Demirhan's civil war opened the door. In Kuruluş Orhan, Demirhan is shown as ambitious, proud, divided by power, caught between diplomacy and war. The series dramatizes his character, but the essence is real. Internal conflict destroyed Karesi, not Orhan's sword. Demirhan lost his Beylik before the Ottomans even arrived. Demirhan's story teaches one brutal truth. Empires fall, not because of enemies, but because of brothers. He had ships, gold, allies, but he lacked unity, and unity is stronger than armies. Demirhan lost his Beylik, but unknowingly gave birth to an empire. Next on Historical TV, we reveal the commander, who led Ottoman ships across the sea, using Karesi's navy. Subscribe, because sometimes history changes, not by victory, but by mistake.